The Sahel region of West Africa has long been plagued by instability, terrorism, and conflict. In recent years, France has been a key player in efforts to combat extremism and support stability in the region through its military presence. However, the decision of Senegal's new president, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, to join Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger in fighting France in the Sahel marks a significant shift in regional dynamics. This video aims to explore the implications of President Faye's decision, considering its impact on regional politics, security dynamics, and Franco-African relations. The Senegalese people elected a new president on March 24, 2024, following a period of protest brought on by the initial election date's postponement. Based on preliminary findings, Bassirou Diomaye Faye was voted in to serve as the nation's next president for a period of 5 years. However, because he had been detained since April 2023 on accusations of slander and contempt of court, Bassirou Diomaye Faye initially had little possibility of taking part in the elections. Ousmane Sonko, his mentor and the president of the PASTEF party, was also imprisoned for slander and rape in July 2023. These two politicians are part of the Patriots of Senegal for Work, Ethics and Fraternity PASTEF, an opposition party that is well liked by the country's youth, more than 70% of the population, who are fed up with a government that provides no opportunities for employment. His election was seen as a rejection of the status quo and a desire for change among Senegalese voters. Faye's presidency represents a departure from the political establishment and could signal a shift in Senegal's foreign policy priorities. Recall that France colonized Senegal, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. Following his inauguration on March 24th, a video purporting to show Senegal's new president denouncing the nation's former colonial power, France, has gone viral and been making the rounds on the internet. Social media users have been sharing footage purporting to be of President Faye with captions indicating he has ordered France to leave us alone. In the video, he was heard saying,
"It is high time for France to lift its knee off our neck and put an end to this unjust oppression. Centuries of misery, human trafficking, colonization, and neocolonization have caused immeasurable suffering. It's time to put an end to this cycle of oppression. It's high time for France to leave us alone."
The Sahel region, spanning across several West African countries, including Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Senegal, has been facing complex security challenges for decades. These challenges stem from a combination of factors including poverty, political instability, ethnic tensions, and the presence of extremist groups such as Al-Qaeda and ISIS-affiliated factions. Despite efforts by regional governments and international partners, the security situation in the Sahel remains precarious, with frequent attacks on civilians, military personnel, and humanitarian workers. France has maintained a military presence in the Sahel for years, primarily through its Operation Barkhane mission, which aims to combat terrorism and support stability in the region. French forces have provided training, intelligence, and logistical support to regional partners, while also conducting counter-terrorism operations against extremist groups. France's intervention in the Sahel has been met with mixed reactions, with some praising its efforts to combat terrorism and others criticizing its perceived neocolonial ambitions and the unintended consequences of its military actions. President Faye's decision to align Senegal with Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger in fighting France in the Sahel has sent shockwaves across the region and beyond. The move reflects growing dissatisfaction with France's military presence and its perceived role in exacerbating insecurity in the Sahel. It also underscores the desire among some African leaders to assert regional autonomy and sovereignty in addressing security challenges. Faye's decision to join Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger in opposing France's presence in the Sahel has significant implications for regional politics. It could potentially deepen divisions within the Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS) and undermine efforts to foster regional cooperation and integration. The move may also strain diplomatic relations between Senegal and France, as well as other Western countries that support France's counterterrorism efforts in the region. President Faye's decision to challenge France's presence in the Sahel could strain Franco-African relations and lead to a re-evaluation of France's role in the region. It may prompt France to reconsider its military strategy in the Sahel and its engagement with regional partners. Furthermore, it could fuel anti-French sentiment among African populations who may view France's presence in the Sahel as a continuation of colonial-era policies and a violation of African sovereignty. President Bassirou Diomaye Faye's decision to join Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger in fighting France in the Sahel carries significant implications for regional politics, security dynamics, and Franco-African relations. It reflects growing discontent with France's military presence in the region and underscores the desire among some African leaders to assert autonomy and sovereignty in addressing security challenges. However, the move also risks exacerbating divisions within the region, emboldening extremist groups and straining diplomatic relations between Senegal and France. As tensions continue to escalate, it remains to be seen how this development will shape the future of the Sahel and broader international relations in the region. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more educative contents like this one.